in the middle of my crisis. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is Wednesday, which means it's officially Boob Tube. And of course, it's not Boob Tube without my lovely co-host, Casey Carter. One of us is MIA.
Des,
but
if
the
you're
show
watching,
must go on.
If you're watching, you go next to Kari. Next to Kari. Ah.
Right there.
No, right there.
Oh, wait, there.
No, right there. Right.
We don't know.
We don't.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're glad that you're here. It has been an insane week. Crazy. I know it has been for you too, huh, Casey?
Oh, wait. Someone's calling on the phone. Hold on.
Who could it be? Ring, ring.
Sorry.
It's Desi. She's like, ring, ring. Someone's calling on the phone.
Hey, girl.
I'm here.
You're here. That's what we said. We're like, look,
we're over
Des,
here
if you're watching, join the show.
Fashionably late, right? Sorry.
That's okay. We always got room for you, Des.
Good.
We always got room for
always.
you. No
we were like, the show goes on, but we'll miss Desi.
I'm here.
I'm in the chat, like, I'm in the Twitter chat looking. I'm like, maybe we missed something.
I know, and I always try to remember to check the chat in case somebody said something, and I'm like, ooh, I forgot to check the chat, but that's okay. It's okay.
I see that it says I'll see you guys later tonight. I'm like, you will, because you ain't here, boo.
But that's okay. She here now. She here now.
I'm here.
She's here now.
We good. We
I'm
good.
here. Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So today has been a super long day. I did not sleep well. Day job stress, right? So it's all good. What makes this so interesting for me is I woke up like 3:45 this morning, couldn't go back to sleep until somewhere around 5. My alarm goes off at 6. I get up, I start my day job, and then I am performing at Sex Down South tomorrow with one of my burlesque dancers. She's doing a performance and she invited me to be a part of it. So I had to all day tell myself, we're good. And I literally...
You're a burlesque dancer?
I'm not. She is.
Oh.
I'm not. She is.
I'm like, how have we been in this throuple for 3 years? And I'm just finding out you're a burlesque dancer.
No. I am participating as a dame. She's the burlesque dancer. It's a whole thing. Gotcha. So, but I say all of that to say that, I had said to them, because I went to do rehearsal this afternoon, and I was like, and it's in Atlanta. I live about 26 miles from what's referred to as Midtown. And so I was like, listen, I have to be out of the building by 7 because I have to stop at my daughter's house. And then I have to be back in time to do my show. And they were like, okay. And literally, all right, what time is it? All right, time check. What time is it? Because Casey has to go. Like, thank you for being so respectful of the time. But again, I got home and I was like, I was ready. I'm saying to myself, you should be tired. But I was so excited about doing this for her that I was kind of amped up. So now once this show is over, and don't call me out if my eyes get droopy around 9:45. Because I know the minute I get
if
closer,
we hear some snoring
I was
randomly
gonna say,
throughout, like if you start talking too long and all of a sudden we see this. Oh, my bad.
My body's gonna go, ooh, it's close to being done. Let's start going to sleep. So yeah. But nonetheless, as crazy as my day job was, I really was excited about that. And I was excited about the fact that it boosted my energy to be here with all of you. So, yay!
Yay! Whew. So, if those of you that don't know, my day job is doing social media management and fan club content creator management style stuff, right? When I tell you it's been a week from hell, several OF accounts tanked, several Instagram accounts. Yeah, shit is going to hell in a handbag real fast. So,
and doesn't it feel like
not
there were
just
these waves of them shutting people down?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, everyone, I just want to make sure that you're all aware. Jason got a new haircut, and Kari, he sent you a picture to your Twitter. I just want to make sure. A pitter to your
on Twitter.
He sent you a pitter to your Twitter.
I'm gonna go look at my Twitter so I can see your pitter.
Love it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody knows.
I'm going right now.
Jason has made it perfectly clear he's gotten a new haircut.
She's on it.
Look at this.
Oh, that's like, okay, no, over.
Wait.
Right there. Oh, a little bit more, a little bit.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like we are ready to leave for basic training. It does. It does.
Jason, you look very handsome. I am so proud of your haircut.
And I love the fact that you look like you're ready to leave for basic training, because that's some shit right there.
And you look great.
Yeah.
You look great, Jason.
I wouldn't even recognize Jason with that haircut. So used to seeing Jason with his hair, but you got to come to Jersey with that cut, Jason.
Yeah. We need to see that cut fresh.
And I want to be able to run my hands across your haircut.
Oh, you're going to give him a massage?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said I want to run my hands across his haircut. That's different.
So, first of all, we want to say welcome back, everyone. For those that are returning from our 3+ years of doing BoobTube, and for those that are seeing us for the first time tonight, whether you're watching us live or on the recording after the fact, hello, welcome, hi.
Hey.
I'm starting to tell people who we are now, because we just get into this show and forget that new people see us every week.
I know. Yeah.
So I am Kari Platinum Pussy Anthony, a 20-year adult entertainment veteran, but I am retired, and now I do all the stuff behind the scenes. That's just me. What about you, Case?
I'm Casey Carter, and I am not a 20-year veteran of that
stuff.
Yeah, I'm not. I am, however, a writer of erotic short stories, and sex educator, and
bling queen.
Oh, well, yes, the bling queen. And occasionally, when I'm feeling in a good mood, I love dispensing pleasure and pain.
Pain?
Pain.
Me too. All the time, though.
That sounds like
every day for me.
Sounds like ASMR. You guys should do an ASMR thing. Pain ASMR style. I don't know how you can do it, but we have to think of a way. I'm thinking now.
We can. There you go, Jess. There you go. And I speaking of ASMR, so Kari, like everybody, Kari likes to watch YouTube videos. Last few weeks she's talked about how she's watched more YouTube videos than she has, say, TV shows. I can't do it. And let me tell you why I can't. Because I find myself going down these rabbit holes, and I have a hard time getting out of the rabbit hole. And the one that takes me there the most is the ASMR. I mean, and I've talked about this before, There's the woman who was eating the colossal size lobster. Oh my God. She just took me to places. Stomach was growling and all. I could feel, butter dripping down the side of my mouth. It was so insane. But it started with me watching this girl who she was trying new lipstick, like lip gloss rather. And so it had the plastic on it. And so she peeled the plastic off so you could hear the plastic on the tube. She, raked her feet, did the tapping with her nails, and popped it out so you could hear the pop sound of the lip gloss. And then the lip gloss was real sticky. So you was I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was so enraptured by listening, but not just the listening, but watching her do all of that. It was crazy listening to the cellophane come off of packages, listening to her nails tap on things. And it was like watching a one person symphony, because she would move from one sound effect and one gesture into another. It was insane. It was insane. And then I looked up and it was like 2 hours, 3 hours later, and I'm like, get a life, girl. Get a life. Stop this. But yeah.
It sounds interesting though. I like it. But like you said, would I watch it for 2-3 hours? Probably not. I find now like everything's been changing. They were saying like even the algorithm of like TikToks now, they're changing. It's not gonna be like, even though like people do like transitions and stuff, or like I don't know, they could be doing whatever their niche is for like 60 seconds. They said now it's changed and everything is going to longer periods of time apparently. So
yes,
it's gonna it's gonna be like YouTube.
I read that, and not necessarily long form videos, but I heard that the short videos are now longer, I guess is what you can say. Short videos are now longer. And I guess it really all depends on what it is that they're doing as to whether or not somebody's going to watch it, but
true.
I don't know. So for those of you who are watching, you're seeing Kari in the middle here having a business conversation, a business call. So she had already warned that she may have to mute and take care of her client with the 1 million followers. So you're sitting there thinking, what is Kari doing? Is she like pantomiming? Nope, she's on an actual call. So, anywho, how was your week, Des?
It was good. A lot of new games came out, so like we've been playing that, quite a bit of new games. And then I seen a lot of people playing Starfield, which is like space themed.
Okay.
It's kind of fun. It's all right. I'm not gonna get the game because I don't feel like I'm not immersed. Like I'm not really into it.
Okay.
Into it watching, but not playing. So
okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Hold on. Someone asked me about something, and I was like, I don't know anything about that, but I will ask. Okay.
Okay.
So, girlfriend asked me, what do you know about ePlay? Anything, Des?
Who asked you that?
Hold on a sec, because you cut out when you were talking.
Oh, okay.
So what do you know about
ePlay? ePlay.
ePlay? Never heard of it, to be fair.
No? Okay.
So ePlay is a campsite that is supposed to be dedicated to gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's basically the adult version of Twitch.
Yeah, that's
so essentially you could do everything that you can do on Chatterbait, except it's supposed to be geared towards gamers.
Right. And so this person was trying I guess trying to see if I or anyone I knew had been using it.
Trying it? Okay.
I used it last night for the first time.
Okay.
Because I too received an inquiry.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
the verdict.
and I'm gonna say this. The process to get your profile approved it's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay.
But as far as them as a company, I really don't know that much about them. I only saw them one time at XBiz, and they weren't unfriendly, but they weren't like loyal fans. Loyal fans goes and introduces themselves to everyone. They are like some of the nicest people ever. Hi, Casey. Hi, Kari. Hey, Desiree. Come on over.
Yep.
And I love that.
They reel you in.
I love
you
that.
mean? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Got you.
And it's funny because it's you know, I mean I know Neil, and what I liked about the experience was some of the ladies in the booth were just nice and didn't know me from Eve. And so I liked the fact that they and listen, I don't know if it's because they saw me talking to Neil or not, but they were just so genuine. And every time I would walk by the booth, you know, you get the wave and the hey, stop by. Like, and I can't remember one of them. I can't remember her name, but she was like,
Lisa
"Let me
Nevers.
show you. Let me show you." La 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 la. And I'm like, "Okay, show me whatever it is
the
you
dark
got."
hair girl.
I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. If you okay, so you know how Erotic Sky was on the corner of their booth, right there, perpendicular to Erotic Sky. Whoever it was, they that first day they were like right in that corner right there. I cannot remember the name, but super nice, and like
they're
like
all
I said,
very nice though.
For the rest
There's Melody
of the weekend,
J,
they were just so
Lisa Nevers, and I think Anastasia is the other girl's name. But yeah, they're dope. I love loyal fans. So in the very beginning, I was helping with suggesting features and giving them, advice from a content creator perspective, because they're all, on the other side of things. So they look at things from a business perspective, but not as a content creator. And so I was very suggestive in this, like the media cloud, a feature that I was like, that would set you apart from OF, because OF's vault is silly stupid. It is the most insane shit ever. Where they did this media cloud that is like, we could talk about loyal fans forever, but anyways, yeah, they are dope. As far as ePlay is concerned, I haven't generated any money on there. I'm not gonna lie, the site, like getting through the profile part and getting to the point of being able to go live was such a long process and super energy exhausting. Like I was just like, by the time I went live, I was just like,
lost your enthusiasm.
Find a better way to do it.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay.
So, and I don't know anybody on the other side. Usually I make it a point to know somebody from every company, like Elevated X, like Loyal Fans, like Branded Scan, like from every company. I try to at least have one contact, somebody that I can go to if someone has a problem or whatever, because I love to be that liaison that can be like, here, let me connect you to the people that help you make money. But
do they at least have
no
like
on
a
the ePlay
referral program or anything that you can?
I believe they do
that too, or no? There you go.
Yeah. If you guys have any
I don't know.
information on ePlay, we'd love to hear about it. Drop it in the comments. Let us know. What's the tea for me? Hold on.
Let
Here
us
we go.
know if
All
you
of us at
guys
the same
want to
time.
see
Ready?
us on it.
Yeah, we are so silly. We are so silly. So,
yeah. So anyway,
love it.
Y'all didn't come here to listen to us blather, or maybe you did, but the reason we do the show is because we're watching TV, films, and streaming. And I swear, we're gonna go back to doing a theme night, doing theme nights. We're just gonna have to. You got to give us a second to get organized. It's been so long since we've done theme nights. But if I may,
yeah, or if you guys have a theme night or something you guys want to see, let us know. Drop it in the comments.
Yeah, you know what?
Right?
It would be really, really cool if like someone made a suggestion and it was something that we all were like, I would never normally watch that, and just to watch something we would
Try
never
it.
normally watch. You know.
Agreed.
That's sometimes interesting. I don't mind giving negative feedback if I don't like it. But yeah.
The roof is on fire.
Well,
Everything is burning.
okay. Well, if I may.
We don't want it to burn.
No. I have baby oil to make it stop. Just kidding. All right, go ahead, Casey, because you look like you had something real serious to share with us.
No, I was gonna start with my first pick of the week, mainly because I didn't have that much on my list. So
I don't either.
I watched Fast and Furious 10X, whatever the proper way of saying it. And first and foremost, I think we mentioned this a while back when it first came out or whatever. It was good, but let me say this: Jason Momoa.
I told you.
Yeah.
Didn't I say?
You did.
Didn't I say? He stole the show.
You did.
I'm sorry.
Jason Momoa.
Toodles.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's all I'm going to say. First of all, I love Jason Momoa. I loved Jason Momoa just because at one point he was Lisa Bonet's man, and I thought they were cute as all get out. But baby. So first of all, I rented it on Amazon Prime. And you get, once you watch it, like once you start, you get 48 hours to watch it. I watched it 3 times in the 48 hours.
Wow. Nice.
Jason Momoa. Oh. That's all I'm gonna say. And okay, and I normally don't like a movie with an intentional cliffhanger. I normally don't like that because I'm like, fuck, don't do that. Like, I'd rather watch the movie end and make a statement like, oh, I could see them doing a sequel, or I could see them doing or whatever. This movie literally had a cliffhanger. Like, it literally ended with you knowing there has to be another one. There's got to be another one, right? Like, you already know. They set it up so that you're not even guessing. It is safe to assume, you could bet your kids there will be another one because it literally just stops.
But talk about what happened at the end. You didn't see who they showed?
Oh shit, I don't remember now. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm just, all I can think about is Jason Momoa.
Han's girlfriend.
Okay,
Gal Gadot or whatever the hell her name is.
I'm just saying it was Jason Momoa in them the pants and the bathrobe and cleaning dead security people's feet, toenails. And I was just so Jason Momoa out. Like, everybody else was inconsequential, to be honest. It just really.
She's like, what? Oh, I'm sorry, Jason Momoa.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
No, at the end when they end up on the submarine and it's Charlize Theron and Gadot, whatever the hell her name is. The one that played Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot. Yeah. Who was Han's girlfriend that allegedly died. You know, and at the beginning of the movie, they show Han going through Tinder, like swiping.
Right.
And Tyrese is like, damn, Han over here, like, let's see your profile, because they were over there just ba-bing.
Oh, yes.
And then at the end, they show the love of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, well,
This is
and
this is gonna be interesting.
and so again, that's one of those scenes that lets you know y'all just dropped, like you just like literally you stopped dead on a dime, knowing good and doggone well that they had Charlize Theron and Michelle Rodriguez fighting each other all movie, you know, prisoners in some Siberian location. And they really, the two of them, I mean, aside from Michelle Rodriguez on the motorcycle in Italy, they really had no part in the movie except for their fight scenes. So it was interesting, now that you reminded me of the submarine. Sorry. But it was interesting that, you know, they pop out of a hole in the middle of the Antarctic, and you know, instead of an Uber pulling up to pick them up, it's an Uber sub to pick them up, you know, like.
Yeah.
And then, but wait, okay.
Yeah.
So again, Kari, now that you reminded me
Coming
that
to a
happened,
future
I'm
near
trying
Coming
you.
to
to
some waters
understand.
near you.
I'm trying to understand.
Yep.
How did girlfriend roll up on there like that? Like when did somebody have time to call for the Uber to pick them up in Antarctica? Nah. I'm just saying.
Now, wouldn't you guys think though? Okay, wouldn't you guys think that would be screwed up though if, like, for the next one, they like got picked up in that submarine and then they kind of like I know I shouldn't be saying that, but because of what bad stuff that happened with the other people with the submarine,
don't.
Yeah,
that was
kind of
in
be
a real
insane.
submarine.
No, it would be insane.
She was in a real submarine. She wasn't in a little paper submarine.
Also,
there we go.
That movie was filmed long before the submarine thing happened. So I'm sure that had they known, they would have cut it out. Maybe, I don't know. But here's what I want to know. For those of you that are Fast and Furious fans, please tell me how all of the enemies always end up becoming friends.
Right.
There was Rock was the enemy.
Friend.
There was Jason Statham.
Friend. Enemy friend.
Yeah.
Enemy friend. Charlize Theron looks like she's moving from foe to friend.
I think we'll call her frenemy. I think she's frenemy. Not quite
I think
enemy
she's always going to be on her side, but
I don't. Yeah. I think she's moved from enemy to frenemy, but that was only because, as she said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I think she's frenemies because, you know, her and Michelle Rodriguez, they basically kicked each other's ass and then was like, okay, how do we get out of here together? Kick each other's ass. Okay, here, boost me up. Here's a jacket. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was, we are conveniently not fighting.
But like, I don't like when they cross those lines. Like, let enemies be the enemies. You know what I mean?
And you know, I think
things are getting too blurred.
But remember, that was the whole point of the Jason Momoa and other dude connection. And that they, you know, they kept talking about how everybody that they hook up with becomes family. You know, everybody from law enforcement who's sent out to arrest them all not only becomes friends, but becomes family. And I think it's literally, I think this idea of, and I've seen it in, like, I don't want to say cowboy movies, but Westerns or whatever, where people allow themselves to get caught up with the bad guy because it's exciting, or it's this idea of, can I be good? Can I straddle the line between good and evil? I don't know. You know, whatever. But all I know is I need to see the next episode so I can see what Jason Momoa is going to be wearing. I mean, because listen, let's talk about the fact dude was in this little shorty bathrobe with his hair in buns.
Man buns.
Painting his fingernails. Painting his fingernails. Talking to dead bodies with flies.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Zzz.
I mean,
I guess you won't be responding to me, will you?
And so I can't even say man bun because he had two buns looking like Minnie
Two
Mouse.
The
buttons.
pom pom.
Yes, it was too funny. I'm sorry, it was hysterical.
But you gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him for him to
Yeah,
be the manly man.
you do.
But
I
it's
feel
like,
like
He
he
is.
killed the role.
but
He killed the role.
so
He did it.
so I mentioned before that The Rock did the same thing. He played a similar kind of character. I don't remember if it was Get Shorty 2 or whatever, but he played a similar kind of character where he was full on gay in all his bigness. And this was early in his movie career. And I wish we had our people who do all that quick instant research for us on the show. Miss y'all. But yeah. But anyway, Fast 10. I'm sorry, allergies are kicking my butt. I don't like when I haven't suffer with allergies, it is always itchy eyes. So please forgive me. I'm about to rip out my eyelashes because my eyes are so
Stop
itchy.
it. Casey's trying to go to sleep.
Lord.
Okay. So
Anyway.
we've talked
I'm
about Fast.
sorry.
We've dissected it. We've raised
We've
some
killed
very
it.
interesting questions.
Mm-hmm.
I want to share what I've watched
Mm-hmm.
because I
Okay.
finished The Godfather of Harlem.
Okay.
And this last episode, Malcolm finally meets his fate.
Ooh.
And
In a good way
Malcolm
or a bad
X,
way?
in a
Okay.
bad way. This is when he was finally so in all 3 seasons, Malcolm starts at the very beginning with Bumpy Johnson, and then of course Bumpy and Malcolm's fight against the Italians. More so Bumpy because Bumpy's the big time dope
Mm-hmm.
dealer, and then of course the guineas, as they call them in the show, are the ones that pretty much run New York. But Bumpy owns Harlem. That's why he's called the Godfather of Harlem. And the
Okay.
show is really about the struggle of Bumpy Johnson going from trying to maintain control of Harlem and the fight that he's had to fight with the Italians, and then remaining loyal to his friend Malcolm X. And then, of course, Malcolm's on his far left crusade, but Bumpy's like, I'm still your friend. I'm still your brother. I'm still here. I really don't agree with some of the things that you're saying. I feel like you're making yourself a target, but hey, I'm still here for you. And he ends up creating a relationship with one of the Italians. In the beginning, they're like arch enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But this goes back to, and I think talking about the Godfather of Harlem helps me understand the Fast and Furious situation. I feel like at some point they say if you can't beat them, join them.
Join them. Right.
And you
Right.
learn
Right.
to manipulate the board and put the pieces where you want them with hopes
Mm-hmm.
and intentions that you're going to get the results that you're hoping for and benefit in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I feel like that's what happened here is like, and unfortunately, obviously this last season, Malcolm finally does his speech and ends up shot to death. And
Ooh.
it's right at the end when Bumpy's going, like in the 3rd season, Bumpy's going through this thing where he's like, I don't want to do the dope stuff anymore. I'm tired of fighting with the Italians. I'm tired of fighting with the Spanish. I'm tired of fighting with everyone. Like, and then, his wife is a Christian woman. She's
Right.
not
Not having
a
it.
typical gangster's wife. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not so much that she's
Okay.
not having it, it's that she's suffering. She can't get a legitimate job. Like she gets a job and they let her go because they're like, we can't have the wife of a gangster
Mm-hmm.
as part of our establishment.
Right. Right.
And she's like
It's
an
like a
activist.
tarnish
So
thing.
so her being married to him is affecting her, which breaks his heart because she leaves him. And then she comes back because she
Oh, wow.
realizes like other people are attacking him, and she's like, nah, nah, nah. Honey, that's still my husband.
That's still my boo.
And she goes back.
Ooh.
That's her boo. And it's just interesting watching the dynamic of like Bumpy in the beginning in the first 2 seasons. He's just like, I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster. 3rd season, he's like, what can I do to go legitimate and make life easier, knowing that, obviously his daughters are targets. Elise gets
Okay.
kidnapped by the FBI. The other daughter's been sent away because he's afraid that either the Italians or one of these people
Right.
he's pissed off is going to come for her.
Right.
Mimi gets picked up by the Italians. Like, Bumpy's realizing that his choices and his lifestyle affects everyone around him.
Always
And so at
does.
the end, then it does.
Mm-hmm.
It does. The same thing even in Fast, though.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has Vin Diesel's family been kidnapped,
Right.
held
A
hostage?
lot.
And in this
Yeah.
in this particular one, the Jason Momoa, his character is trying to trying to do harm to Vin Diesel's son. And this is like a 10-year-old kid, or 8, or I don't know, however old he is. But who would think that someone would be so crazy to try to take revenge on a kid so young? But yeah, it's interesting, very interesting.
People don't care, but I really, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Forrest Whitaker. First of all, I feel like he is a very underrated, phenomenal actor. That's first and foremost. The one thing that did happen in the series, for anybody who's watched, is they end up changing the actor that played Malcolm. I got used to it, but I guess since he's no longer going to be, in the show, it is what it is. But I don't like when they change actors.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
I
agree.
felt like the guy that was, but it is what it is. Good show, Godfather of Harlem, Hulu. Check it out. Desiree.
Hulu. You know what I'm gonna go with?
What are you going with?
I'm gonna go
What
with
are you
this.
gonna go with?
I'm going with Billions. Going with Billions. I have to talk
man.
about it.
You still haven't watched?
Every time we get off this show, I say to myself, I'm gonna go watch Billions.
You gotta
And
catch up,
literally that
And
quick
yeah.
I forget.
Yes.
And then we're here and I'm
why
like,
I literally have to write these things down, because I forget the minute I walk out of the room. Like, not even walk out of the room. The minute the show ends, it's like, wait.
exactly. I click out and I'm like, what's next?
Yeah.
Give it to us,
But
Desiree.
anyway, Desi,
give us the goodies.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm quite caught up yet, but I did watch. I think it was like the Winston, the one where, anyways, he's part of what's his name's Prince's crew or clan, I think, and then he ends up wanting to branch off or something, or they ended up going back to them. Is it
Big Winston Energy? Big Winston Energy.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. So yeah, he ends up trying to want to do his own thing, and then they ended up finding out. They're like, oh well, we're gonna take him down. They end up doing that as well, and it was kind of insane, to be fair, because but that's what it's like when you're a small fish in a big pond, right? Like you it's okay to have goals. It's okay to have dreams. It's okay to have aspiring stuff that you want to do and grow as when you're in a business like that, because it's like you got to climb up the ladder, right? But
you
unfortunately there's bigger fish. Exactly, there's bigger fish at the top, and then they're gonna see you climbing up the ladder and they're gonna knock your ass right back down. So
especially if they think you've stolen from them. And that's what got Winston in trouble, is they felt like, wait, you created this software while you were sitting here with us, therefore it's ours. So it was that was interesting, watching them punk him, and him thinking that he was man enough to run with the big dogs, as they say. But
exactly.
He wasn't.
And I did enjoy, though, that Wendy did end up getting help from that other therapist. So like, I was shocked, but I was very shocked that she took the other woman's help, because she was like, she was going in there, right? I think Sax his name is, or the other guy was like telling her, you know, you're the big dog. It's okay. Like you're my therapist. You know, you're giving me my mojo and this and that. Go, you know, go face this chick head on if she's stealing all your clients, and you know, see what happens out of that situation. So she ended up going in, guns a blazing, and then she ends up like this girl's like pulls a friggin' Uno reverse on her, gives her the little card, and is like, you know what, bitch, sit your ass down. I'm gonna school you for a second.
Yeah.
So I thought that was insane. Yeah.
It and again, I think you might still be one episode behind. I don't in the episode you watched, did that therapist tell Wendy that she can't treat her yet? Did you hear her say that?
I think the last one that I watched, she like walked into the office, and I think that's where it stopped.
Okay.
Like, that's
all right.
where.
Okay. So I don't want to say too much, but there's gonna be a moment where the older therapist tells Wendy that she can't be her therapist and tries to recommend another therapist to Wendy, which totally devastates Wendy in the moment. Yes.
Okay.
I did want to comment real quick. When you guys were talking about the little fish in the big pond and stealing the, you know, ideas or information from other people, I think and I bring this up because it happens to me a lot, imposter syndrome. I think what makes people feel attacked or insulted is when I help you do everything. I teach you everything you know. It's like training the person who's going to replace you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when you're in a position where you help someone and you build them up and you build them up, but then they start feeling like they can do your job better than you can.
Or
it's
that,
like
or that they got there without you. You know?
Right. Okay. And they're not trying to take you with them. Like, I got you here, and now you trying to, like, I want to give you wings and I want you to fly, but don't forget who gave you those wings, who put those feathers in your wings. Like, don't forget me. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because it's something I'm actually experiencing now. So it's like, hit the heart.
Yeah. No, listen, it's funny the kinds of things that trigger us.
Yeah, and I'm sure we've all had situations where we've gone through something like that. Like, I've been through that too, like a lot with gaming and other stuff in my life as well. And just like people I've encountered, like came across, you know, in my life and stuff like that as well. So I can totally relate.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Totally.
It hurts. It hurts your soul because you really want to help people. And it's like, you literally used me until you didn't need me anymore. And then you kick me to the curb. And oftentimes they say foul, like they make it seem like you're the villain.
Right.
Because it makes them feel better. Oh my gosh. Anyways, go ahead, Casey. Sorry.
Okay. So anywho, I was saying, Des, that that storyline between Wendy and the therapist, it gets very interesting. It gets very, very interesting. So if you like that part, that storyline, that part, you'll like how it evolves. It's quite interesting. But yeah, I
just like it because she doesn't seem like the person. Like, she seems she's got it all together. You know what I mean? And like, for me, I admire women like that. Like, I look up to women like that. You think like, I'm not saying how can you get up to that point, but how can you, like, it's like, but in your own way, you know what I mean? So it's similar to that, you know, just, it's like a role model kind of, or like you know, kind of something like that. But then you see everybody's not perfect. Like, like I said, Wendy, you know, she had problems of her own. So, I mean, we all go through that. We all have issues that we have to deal with, or, you know, go through, and yada, yada, yada. So, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, it is definitely a storyline I didn't necessarily see coming, but I am enjoying watching it. So, while Kari's still handling business, I'm gonna throw out, because I only had 3 things on my list. Billions was one of them, and the other thing on my list that I did not talk about is Force. The Force.
Is it like Marvel?
No, Force
No.
is one of the franchises from 50 Cent's Power. It's the one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I can't believe Tommy. It's the one that
Okay.
stars his homie Tommy, and
There we go.
yeah.
I'm
And
like, what?
so this was this was the first episode of the season, and I hate to say this. I really hate to say this, but felt
Oh
like
no.
I felt like there was too much. I felt like Tommy was doing, as they say, doing the most. It was just a lot. It was him pushing up on this one and pushing up on that one. What is interesting is the FBI or some law enforcement agency is now become aware of Tommy in Chicago and snuck over to his car. His car was parked at some location and they snuck over to his car to get his fingerprints to find out who he is, because apparently, being that he, did his thing in New York, they didn't have him anywhere in their system in Chicago. But now they know who he is and they know that he's supposed to be dead. So it is, yeah, it's yeah. But I was just saying, Kari, I felt like I watched Force and I felt like Tommy was just doing the most. And
oh yes, Force. I did see that.
It's bad.
I did see
Okay,
that.
I didn't. So I'm excited to watch it back again.
well, what did you
I
think?
thought it was like something else.
I definitely feel like Tommy is feeling himself, but I love that he's so controversial and he is spinning his web, and it's going to be really interesting to see how he's able to get himself out of this.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. But I
So
definitely,
I think they started off good. They
yeah,
definitely did a better time starting off this season than they did last.
Yeah, well,
Because remember, last season it
Okay.
kind of started off slow.
It did start off slow last
Yeah.
season, and I wasn't happy with that. And I'll be honest, even this one now, I'm kind of like, the fuck, man, like you're all over the place. You're he's being Tommy to the nth degree, just literally fucking with everybody, and everybody's like, who is
But
this dude?
we
Who
got to
is this
understand
dude?
something. If there's one thing that if you really paid attention in this episode, this first episode, every woman that has been in close range with Tommy has been killed.
Oh, absolutely.
There was
Yeah,
Keisha,
you're right.
Holly. Now this person, the only one that's still standing is Mom, and that's because Mom's,
because she's an
gangster.
OG. I was gonna say she an OG.
Oh,
She's an OG.
exactly.
That's why Mom is
So-
still around.
The girl that he was dating in the bar, she died. So
Yep.
everybody that Tommy gets close to ends up meeting their fate much earlier than they should. And he is definitely, especially with Liliana, because even though they weren't like in a relationship, they were in a friendship. And Tommy treats friends like family.
Right.
He's taking this
Correct.
really, really hard
and
because he knows.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna
say he knows that he's responsible.
Right. And they had somewhat of a frenemy relationship. And just before she was killed, they tried to make it cool and work together. So, he's especially sensitive to what happened.
Well, they were working together and successfully, and she's super smart. She was really smart. And so, yeah.
She was
he's
good
definitely
for him. She was good for him in that moment because he needed someone to the gangster to the level that he is gangster, and she was definitely that. But he also needed someone who he knew understood the business and who he could trust.
Okay.
Which ironically was somebody that was once an enemy.
Right.
Right.
Because I'm watching season 1 now. Because when you watch it on Hulu, it just starts playing, like it just started playing Power. So we just got through the episode where Ghost and Angela go to Miami, and Tasha finds out that Angela got a massage and stayed in the room with Ghost. So she now knows that him and Angela are,
days together.
And so, yeah, it's juicy. But I just started watching it again because I was like, I need to go back and watch some of these things. But the irony is that Liliana is in season 1. She was one of the delivery people. Remember, it just showed the episode where she cut her face, where she got her face cut in the elevator.
Okay.
So things are actually like, it's kind of good to go back and watch just to remember like the significance of a character from a prior episode.
True.
Or prior, So yeah. Tommy.
Okay.
Tommy. He's out of control right now. That's definitely for sure. He's definitely feeling himself.
He is feeling his big dick energy right now.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing it, by the way. Just saying. But I just want to know.
Well, Anywho, it's about that time. It's about
Is it?
Yeah, we're close to that time.
Almost, yeah.
Casey's ready to go to sleep. She's over there like, this will be.
Plus, there were only 3 things on my list, and we've talked about them all.
We talked about Force. We talked about Godfather of Harlem.
Oh, well, that wasn't.
I did want to talk real quick before we go. I tried to watch American Horror Story NYC.
Okay. No.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just not happening. Yeah. I'm just not feeling it. So,
Why?
Anyways.
I know that's, I know you get into that kind of stuff. So what is it that you're not feeling?
It's okay. It feels like, so it's set in the 1980s. Okay. And this is supposed to be like, so it's essentially they're saying that the government is trying to extinguish the gay community. So they've sent out this person to drug them and kill them and distinguish select gays in the community.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just not the whole conspiracy theory thing, and then like this, and then they've got this guy that wears this like leather, and it feels so much like season 1 with the guy in the bodysuit. You remember the guy, did you see it? The shiny guy?
I know what you're talking about. I didn't watch the series, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's certain seasons, like there's certain ones that I really, really liked. I just can't get into it. But you know what? I don't know if it's what I'm going through right now with my moon phases or whatever, because a lot of crazy shit's happening. I'm having a hard time finding things to get into, and that includes YouTube. A lot of things that I used to watch on YouTube, paranormal and otherwise, I am just not, it's not clicking. Okay. So I don't know what's going on.
Because I literally was saying to everybody, talking about we
were talking about it.
Yeah, you and your love of the YouTube stuff. So I don't, it's a weird. It does. The energy in the moment does feel kind of weird. I don't know, but anyway.
I'm just having a hard time anything entertaining me. Like Godfather of Harlem, I was already hooked into it. So, but when it ended, I was like, what am I going to watch now?
Right. Yeah.
And so I've been looking, I've been trying, and I just can't get anything to hook me.
Well, this is why sorry about that. This is why we need folks to make some suggestions of things for us to watch.
True.
Like I said, I'm down to watch something that I know I'm not necessarily going to like, just so I can tell you how much I didn't like it. I'm here for that. I'm here for the fan suggestion.
We need to do thumbs up like Siskel and Ebert and thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
So I am going to get Billions. When we get off of here, I am going to go watch Billions.
Yeah. You gotta check it out.
I don't get 30 more calls.
Girl, you getting them calls. Just hit the pause button.
It's a crisis night. I should have texted and been like, hey, can't make it. But I was like, nope. I'm here for y'all.
Listen,
dedicated, loyal.
And the fans can see it. So What you gonna do? I mean,
I'm
hey.
about to get off here and put on
We
my
here.
fireman suit.
And
Wee. Oh, that's cop car. Okay, no. What's the fire one?
I don't know. I like that one better though.
Fireman.
Oh,
Yeah, fireman.
fireman.
That's a little way too fireman.
I don't know.
Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and close out the show so Casey can unplug. Make sure you come and see us November 3rd through the 5th in Edison, New Jersey for EXXXOTICA's 15th year. Get your tickets at EXXXOTICA.tv. There's always Ladies Free Friday. And of course, you can come see us December 3rd through the 5th in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital.
Woo-woo.
And then when you get done with that, you can go to the 420 Expo, also in Edison, New Jersey, September 29th to October 1st, 2023. Follow them on social media, the 420 Expos, and get your tickets at 420expo.com. Go to their Instagram. They're giving away free tickets. Enter the contest. You can get yours and attend for free. And then you excuse me. Come with us to EXXXOTICA at Sea, setting sail March 6th to the 10th, 2024. Starting in Miami, going to Key West, Bimini, Bahamas, and back in Miami, go to EXXXOTICA.com, EXXXOTICAexpo.com to get more information on going on the cruise with us.
Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, and hold it.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
There we go. And make sure you tune in every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on EXXXOTICA.tv or youtube.com/EXXXOTICA. And follow us on our Pink Boxes social media. I'm on Twitter, PlatinumPUZZY and the number 1, and QueenofBBW.com.
Right, all of that.
And make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, like, comment, share. We want to see your comments. And we will see you guys next week, same time.
Let's
same
see if
bat
you can
channel.
beat Jason into the room, because Jason he's been waiting on us. So shout out to
give us some suggestions. Give us some
Yes, tell us what you want us to talk about. So we need your suggestions. Back to you, Casey.